I haven't seen this happen since I left Transylvania. But conditions are now the same. There's a chill in the evening air as the sun sets behind the faraway hills. And the rising harvest moon beckons all spirits to rise up into its icy light. Within a mortal's unattended dwelling, through a window not fully closed, a beam of moonlight, possessing strange powers, falls on a couple of ordinary pumpkins. A TV mirrors the transformation from good to evil. The blades ensure that, like sinking my teeth into a victim's snack, the transformations do not take long. The madness complete, the mystic jack-o'-lantern sparked to life, rushing to join the darkness and terrorize the countryside. But death waits for those who cannot absorb enough moonlight magic to escape into the night.
Mr. Old Lantern is my name, but you can call me Jack. Got a flame inside my head, and I'm planning a sneak attack. You better duck when I come flying, if you know what's good for you. Get a message to the people, tell them Jack is on the move.
For those who fly in the moonlight, the spirits allow free reign. No life forms can deny the jack-o'-lanterns their freedom. Even mortals' machinery cannot stop them. Dazed but otherwise intact, this jack-o'-lantern has come to the end of its nocturnal supremacy. The rising sun bids farewell to all things of mystery. The spirits depart the pumpkins, and they fall to earth. Theirs are not pretty deaths, spattering and coughing into lifeless gourds. And as they go, disappearing from the daylight, so must I. But I leave you with this one sinking thought. The next time you arise to a frightful mess, the morning after Halloween, do not be so quick to place the blame on those nasty little neighborhood gremlins. Think, did you allow the moonbeams to shine on your pumpkin on Halloween? If you did, you may be a victim of pumpkin madness.
Is finished. Now to light it. What candles have ruined my other creations?
Try the pumpkin light. It's around my neck, your mad doctorship.
The pumpkin light is perfect to light my Halloween pumpkin. I'll place it inside. You can make your Halloween pumpkin safe and scary with the pumpkin light. Oh!
Available at Genevieve's, Woolworth, Walbaum's, Walgreen, Mel White's Food Town, and
Your own
Lambston.
Halloween pumpkin can be a lot of fun for grown-ups.
Hey, kids, isn't this fun?
But with a pumpkin cutter, children of all ages can easily design and carve their own Halloween pumpkins in complete safety. The pumpkin cutter is simple and safe to use. There are no sharp edges, yet it quickly cuts through all pumpkins smoothly. Any child can learn to use the pumpkin cutter the very first time. Make this Halloween extra special with the pumpkin cutter.
Available at Genevieve's, Woolworth, Toys R Us, King's, Dan Supreme, and Drug World.
Well, you three look as if you've seen a ghost.
We did, mister. In there. There were ghosts and bats, and the owl turned and looked at us. And it was he in the mirror. It was awful. Sure was.
Hold on. In there?
Uh-huh. And it's haunted. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, you shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but what?
Well, but maybe it all turned out the way it's supposed to.
What do you mean, the way it's supposed to?
Well, that's my experimental haunted house, and that's where I try out my new tricks for Halloween.
You made us in tricks?
Yep. Sure as my name is William Wizard.
A wizard? But you don't look like a wizard. I thought they wore big robes and pointy hats, like Merlin.
Well, this is a modern wizard. In fact, I'll prove it to you. Watch. This watch? Is this your watch, young woman?
It looks more like a clock.
A little too big. Okay. Well, would you guys like some flowers?
We know that one.
Oh, you know that. Well, how about this? My American Express card. Take a look.
William Wizard.
I never leave home without it. Well, so you guys believe I'm a wizard now?
Yeah.
At least William Wizard, right? Okay. How would you like at this point to go through a magic doorway and visit my laboratory where I make all of this Halloween stuff?
Oh, would you show us, please?
Sure, sure. Okay, now I have to step over here and make a magic doorway, and then we'll go through it one at a time and end up in my laboratory. Okay?
Sure. Great.
Okay.
I'm going first.
Wait a minute, Josh, that's too soon.
Josh? Andrew, I can't find Josh. He's lost again. You're kidding.
You know, I still get a big kick out of that, even though I've done it 400 or 500 times. Oh, boy. Well, what do you think?
Where's Josh?
Josh? He didn't make it through the doorway?
No.
Oh. Well, I know what happened. He jumped a little bit too soon. But we'll come across him before we finish the trip, I assure you that. What do you think?
It's just like in the movies. This is what a wizard's workshop really looks like.
Well, this one here is just for appearance, actually. See, that's my rolling over there through the door. Let's take a look. This is how I work out where regular people can do the same kind of Halloween trickery that we do with magic. Like, for instance, how about this here?
Oh, that's just a rubber snake. That's no big deal. That's not what he was referring to.
No, not at all. He was referring to us.
They talk.
Of course we do. The good Lord gave us mouths, didn't he? Then I guess we're supposed to use them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I never... Is that really talking, or is this another trick?
Well, I'll tell you, with this one, I can never really be sure. But you know, that's why I brought you guys here, is to teach you how to do some Halloween magic for yourselves. Well, here it is, our famous Halloween 7 computer right here. This is the one that makes all the special effects that you saw in the other labs there. Here's the Micro Fantasy Microfibrillator. There's the on-off switch. There's the readout.
Is it on?
No, it's off right now. Oh, do you want me to turn it on? Do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think of one.
All right. It's turning on. It's on. It's on. Okay, I think it's warming up now. Yeah, there we go. Great. Okay. What's your question?
About special effects?
Yeah, Just talk into the microphone right there.
How do you make a witch fly across the sky?
I think you'll have to talk a little louder. Talk a little louder.
How do you make a witch fly? You know, across the sky and everything?
Okay, it's coming across right to the output and into the readout. All right, it says, how do you make witches fly? Buy them an airline ticket. I don't know about that. Well, Andrew, so you're interested in a special effects costume, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this one here? Can you tell what that is?
Cut off head.
Go pretty good with that head over there, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Good.
Well, let's see if this fits, Andrew. This is the coat that's... Sure. Especially made to go with this costume.
Is the neck supposed to show?
Well, yeah, the neck shows. See, these are the eye holes. See, they look like gashes, but those are actually the eye holes. This says padding. This is a commercially available thing. You can order that through a costume shop. So step on over here. Let's see if this fits on. Okay. Can you see through the holes there?
Sure can.
Okay. Now this is kind of tricky getting this on. We're going to have to... You can see the holes. Now put it down lower because the holes are down by the pocket instead of up by the arms.
Oh, so it makes it look like it fits the shoulders
That's
in
right.
there. Oh, I see. You have two shoulders now, Andrew.
Down by the pocket.
Wonderful.
Right. Now this would look a little better with the shirt. We'll button it up as high as we can here. Yeah, see, we need a shirt up there, don't we? take this collar and turn it up. And we'll just hold it. Yeah. We'll just hold this up right now. Okay, good. Now step back a little bit. Let's see how that looks.
Gross me.
Yeah. Well, as far as it goes now, we can fix this up a little later, you know, tidy that up. But why don't you try it out, see how you like that?
Oh, no wonder they didn't hurt.
Well, that was an accident, but I'm glad we found out about that. Those are made out of foam rubber, and this foam rubber has been painted with latex. And then it's been painted with paint to make it look like granite.
Spatter paint?
Spatter paint.
Did you make this one?
No, that's from a joke and novelty shop. They use those in Hollywood like in earthquake scenes where you have an earthquake that throws down a whole bunch of rocks. I'll bet Andrew's getting claustrophobia. But you know, I think he would look really good if we had that head. Oh yeah, right here. Thank you, Chumley. Let's see here. Why don't you put this arm head right underneath your arm? Yeah.
Ew.
You have your finger in your nose. Let's take a look at that. How does that look?
Disgusting.
Boy, now that's pretty. That looks pretty real, doesn't it?
It's pretty disgusting. Cut it out, Andrew.
Well, let's see. I'll take this and let's go on and take a look at the. Have you seen this part over here? Good. Well, let's take a look.
You're watching Sleepcore. Pleasant dreams.
Dusk. As sunlight departs and the cold of night falls upon the grey graveyard stones, who knows what lingers in the shadows? Is it here that departed souls gather? And is it from a place like this that one or two wander abroad, coming amongst us, seen only by a very few? From time immemorial, people in all four corners of the world have told of ghosts or phantasms, spirits of the departed who most of the time trouble us hardly at all. Where would you go to look for a ghost? An overgrown Victorian cemetery? A fortress like that of the man in the iron mask? Among the ruined stones of a medieval castle? But the real thing does not always appear where you might expect. Behind these ordinary curtains dwelt the Enfield poltergeist. These figures appeared in a Spanish bedroom. Who were they? This woman smiles for the camera in Austria, but she wasn't there at the time. Are there ghosts in the gatehouse? And what do they want? And what did this man see in the honeymoon suite? Most people's views on ghosts are based on stories and legends, and Pevensey Castle in Sussex is a fitting place to find a ghost. Lady Joan Pelham, wife of one of the castle's constables, was in command whilst Pevensey withstood a siege at the end of the 14th century. Her anxious ghost still paces the battlements, awaiting her husband's return. The picture book Red Brick Castle at Hurstmonceux has several ghosts. One is of a giant drummer who paces the battlements. Another is of a young girl who appears in the courtyard. The third is of a cloaked horseman who rides into the moat and disappears. Mickleham Priory, parts of which date back to 1229, is just the kind of place you would expect to be haunted.
Well, here at Mickleham we've got several ghosts, but one that I think is 100% genuine. And that is of a lady wearing a grey or greyish blue gown. She was seen to approach the gatehouse here behind me with a dog. And there were two people waiting to pay. The custodian in the kiosk stopped the couple saying, "Excuse me a moment," and turned to the lady with the dog and said, "Sorry, no dogs allowed." She turned round, came back to where we're standing at the moment and vanished. At that point, one of the potential visitors collapsed in a fit of hysteria and fainted, and first aid had to be applied and she was sent home.
Naturally, an old building like Mickleham Priory, once a monastery of Augustinian monks, has many tales attached to it.
I just walked in by the door and this same feeling came over me again. This arm came round my waist and I thought actually it was my husband. I thought he was behind me and I turned round quickly to call him a few silly words, you know, messing about, but there was no Donald.
It was November, some years ago. I found myself entirely alone on the site. Before I left, I went down to the great barn to make sure that the doors were secure. On my way past the front of the house, that top right-hand window suddenly opened. I heard a thud, which made me look up, and there was the window opening with no hand inside, opening it from the inside. The problem was that it was behind 3 locked doors. The room hadn't been used for some 3 months at least, and it really made my hair stand on end. Fortunately, as I was getting the keys, the chairman came back from his trip into town and accompanied me upstairs. We opened the doors and finally got to that window, which was wide open, and there was no visible means of it having been opened by human touch.
Evidently, many people have experienced ghosts at the old priory at Mickleham. But what exactly is a ghost?
A ghost, I suppose, is an apparition which defies explanation, so that it's not something which is material, but a ghost may be male, female, animal, human, big, small, opaque or transparent. A ghost can be many things, but it's basically something that defies some sort of scientific explanation.
In my opinion, a ghost is a form of electromagnetic energy, according to the experts, between 380 and 440 millimicrons of the infrared portion of the light spectrum. In other words, it is a form of energy that cannot normally be seen by a human eye, can perhaps be seen by clairvoyance, that we don't know, but it is merely a form of electromagnetic energy. You can't do anything, you can't talk to it, and it doesn't come back. Either it is there or it isn't.
And it seems to me that, you know, there are a number of different types of ghosts. You have the sort of a ghost of somebody who that you know and you see, and it comes back perhaps bringing you a message of some sort. Then you have a ghost, which sometimes in parapsychology we refer to as a plate image. It's like a photograph that is there, but it doesn't seem to do anything apart from appear to certain people and they can see it. And that's interesting in itself. That's the plate image ghost. And then possibly we have a ghost which we could refer to as a crisis apparition. That is, it is only seen in this sort of ghost when something dramatic or traumatic has occurred. I think one could say that possibly these are the 3 most frequently experienced types of ghosts.
This year, let me greet your trick-or-treaters. Hi, I am Boris, and I'll be the hit of your Halloween party. I'm available at the Halloween Party Source, Halloween Hall, Route 67, Ballston Spa.
Bye.